That thing's recording. That thing's recording? That's his trademark. And my trademark is welcome back to the Fully Lacking podcast, episode 41, where a couple ADHD dudes and their producer try to get through life. I'm your host, Drew. This is your other host, Anthony. And behind the camera, behind the boards, the third leg to the tripod, we'd be nothing without our producer, Lisa. We are your Fully Lacking team. And listen, it's episode 41. So we need 41 of you to pause this video and go like us on all our social media platforms. He'll dig into it later, but we're going to wait for you to do it right now. I think this has been working. The pause.
I don't think it has been.
No, it's working. Thank you. Welcome back. So before we jump into it, if you have any type of conundrums that you're dealing with, any type of ethical situations you want to talk about, email us, put a stamp on an envelope and snail mail us. We'd love to get into it. Lisa, producer Lisa, has a question for us to start off the podcast. Producer Lisa, take it away.
Okay, so if you could live the life of a character inside a TV show, which character would you choose?
Okay. First, I want to see. We'll get into our answers, but I'm going to count this down, 3, 2, 1, and we're both going to say the answer at the same time. Let's see if they're the same answer.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Harvey
Ted Lasso.
from Suits.
Whoa. Harvey from Suits? Ted Lasso? Me? Perfect. All right, you want to go first? You want me to go first?
You go first.
Ted Lasso for me, right? And this is all hypothetical. I absolutely would not give up my life to be anybody else, for sure. But it's just fun to think about. Ted Lasso, and I would want to do that. I think that being at the head of the I guess the program and like coaching and being able to be this inspirational person to these already established athletes and, you know, exploring his life and the trials that come with that kind of thing. I love that show and I think that would be awesome. That would be super cool.
I thought you and Lisa were doing pretty good.
Oh yeah, there's one part of that I guess would be problematic for you. Him and his lady, were they always divorced? I don't think they were. Or were they? I feel like at the beginning they were together still.
Yeah, but they were on the rocks, I think. Mm-hmm.
Or maybe like a good old cup of lemonade on a summer afternoon. Not those kind of rocks. They were getting a divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah, marital problems.
But she may actually benefit because it seems like the new guy was pretty solid, you know? But didn't the end of...
The new guy was their therapist.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
It was?
The new guy that the wife gets with was their marriage counselor.
Oh, shoot.
That was why.
But didn't spoiler alert, didn't the end kind of imply like that they might be getting back together? Like...
Yes, it did.
Whoa.
Hold on. It's the streets. They're calling. Now it's on vibrate.
Yeah, so maybe there's... I don't know. It depends on how Lisa views the therapist.
Lisa,
in that time.
I think producer Lisa, and we're going off the rails a little bit, but it's okay because that's what we're built for. If we ever left each other, I think her life goal would be to come back home to daddy. So I just truly feel like it is resemblant of what producer Lisa would go through because she'd be like, I can't believe I let him get away. Would you agree? If we ever broke up, you would immediately be like, oh, God, how do I get back to him? I'd be like, sorry, big dog. You've already abused me for years. Like, we can't do this anymore. What would you say?
I don't think that was in Ted Lasso. Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
I don't know.
I know.
Probably not.
We heard it first. When I'm single, I'm single. What's up? Alto Park, what's up?
It's better to be the one that got away than...
And the one I got to wait for coming soon. Anyways.
You know what? To go a little bit more off topic.
Yeah.
I really wish my presentation of my excellent writing to ConTube was not that Joe
slurred?
Budden-esque and sober and something more
Bro,
composed.
you were. So me and Anthony will get into this a little bit later, but we had some adult beverages at a gathering last night. And we tried a new beverage. We'll talk about it in a minute. We got to revisit this. You got to get to... You want to be Harvey from Suits.
Yeah.
Is that why you always wear suits when I get there? Like you're all in a full suit? Were you like playing dress up before I got there? Anytime I go to Anthony's house, I'll knock on the door and like he always answers it very like He's in a full suit. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, no, I'll be right back. I got to change.
I don't even own a suit. I need to.
He owns a bunch of them, and he keeps them in his closet, and he wears them when no one else is around.
I need a suit. I'm in a good spot for a suit. But, I mean, Harvey gets to wear a lot of suits. You know what I mean? Looks slick.
Yeah.
And I remember in high school, there's this girl I had a crush on, but she wasn't giving me the time of day. But then on Facebook, I had posted a picture of me wearing something for a friend's wedding. She said I clean up nice, which is a backhanded compliment, but a compliment nonetheless.
A compliment. You'll take it where you can get it, buddy.
Exactly.
I like that. Good
So,
for you. What's she doing now? We should call her.
I don't know. She's
Call of the week.
no.
Come on.
I don't have her number and just not. No. It's,
So Harvey, though, what about
Harvey.
him makes you want to, like, other than how he dresses?
I don't know, just kind of like that power lifestyle. It's not the life that I kind of lead. So it's a vast. If I'm going to have a different life, I might as well just go all the way.
Yeah.
You know, money, power.
You have a little money. You got some power.
No.
You guys need to get you a Drew. I'm a good friend. I think you're great, dude.
I think me and him have similar issues as far as like women goes.
Yeah, for sure.
Like probably like there's just moments in that show where I was like, ugh. Like that's a little bit too close to home.
Yeah. I identified him with a lot of the stuff, like with his mom.
Yeah.
That was crazy, you know?
So, but I mean, it's, just have it, just that whole lifestyle. I mean, I think just would be intriguing.
I like that.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I know that you've been wanting to kind of talk about, I guess, a current situation, and a situation kind of makes it smaller than it actually is. But like, you kind of been wanting to dig into like the
world.
Yeah.
Well, America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because we talked about it.
We live in the stupidest timeline.
Yeah. So he started,
and I'm going to provide some information here.
And we're talking about nationwide this time, not statewide, not local.
Nationwide.
We're talking about, and they are
not the insurance company.
It's only farmers here, baby. You know what I mean?
No, I'm leaving it after my current situation. Never, I'm just playing.
Yeah, it's farmers, dude. I don't understand.
All right. I'm going to provide some information, and you tell me just how it sounds.
Paint the picture.
All right.
I want to hear it. Go on, Michelangelo.
A national leader, right? This national leader, which I'll circle back around to because it's not even the focal point of this conversation.
Perfect.
Recruits, which is probably even an understatement, a weirdo tech billionaire to support with the government. Creates a whole cabinet or agency. I don't know what you'd call it because
Doge.
it's
You'd call
not
it Doge.
It's not. I mean,
But
I'm just
that's what
saying.
you'd call it,
you know,
just so you know.
And
I learned that.
I mean, we can discuss how that's an acronym for Bitcoin stuff and how lame that is, but I'll put that aside.
Okay.
And this weirdo tech billionaire now has probably tons of say and is the president's right-hand man, even though there's a vice president, right?
Yes.
And then let's move on a little bit, right?
Okay.
Department of Education is ran by the wife of a former wrestling federation. Yeah.
Ooh.
Vince McMahon. No, Linda.
Linda's the head of
the Department of Education, which.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Now, this isn't a movie.
Correct.
This isn't a movie.
Yeah.
This is what's happening currently.
In our nation.
Mm-hmm. And how have we ended up in this timeline?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
So there's a bunch of people in the United States of America. I still believe one of the greatest countries in the world, if not the greatest, for opportunity purposes. And all those people get together on a specific date, follow me, and they visit different locations throughout their local township. They fill out these digital or, physical ballots. And then those actually mean nothing. Now that I'm starting to think about it. Because there's how many electoral college votes that mean the actual...
It's dependent on the population.
And then where you vote. If you're
so
if you're not within the current color or the likely color, then your votes are kind of meaningless.
Nonetheless, that's how we got here, is by voting.
Gotcha.
Democracy.
But I understand how democracy works.
Oh, I thought that's what you were asking. If you're asking to make logic
or how it doesn't work. Maybe I'm asking how democracy doesn't work right now.
No, that's not fair, because it doesn't work would mean you would have to, and I say this as a voter in the direction I voted for, you would have to eliminate the ignorance and undereducated minds that were able to vote for the reasons they voted.
I'm going to say
on
this.
both sides.
I'm going to say that,
Okay.
and this is where my condescension comes into play, not towards you though.
No, you can, yeah.
Is more so, and not even just simply because of this election, but maybe the trajectory that's been leading here, is the American population can no longer be trusted with its own good and its best interests.
Okay.
I just don't think there's enough critical thinking skills left. I think our educational system's in shambles. I don't think we're the best nation in the world. Sue me, you know?
No one would sue you.
Look at different indexes across the world of happiness and success and all these things, and we're not there, you know?
I will tell you that although right now it seems like our leadership is what makes our country the best place in the world, it is 100% not that at the time, in the sense of it's always going to be the people. The people are always going to dictate how great we are.
And that's my point here.
No. Just because there's some people that are radicalists on both sides does not mean that that's the majority. I voted a certain way. There's a lot of things that came with my vote that I am now really realizing I do not agree with, right? With that being said, I know I'm not the only one. That's all I'm saying, right? So the people are always going to make the country that you're in the best place or the worst place. And I know that our leaders are our leaders, but we're still in a democracy, regardless if it feels like it or not. There are things that are being presented that are being knocked down left and right, day after day after day, right? Because we still have that institution set up. Is it gonna? No, still. No, I know. I get it. And I'm trying to defend the idea of democracy right now, right? Because it doesn't matter who we vote in. It doesn't matter. I think that the people are always going to be the deciding factor. And if that were to ever slowly slip away, then I'd probably feel like you. But right now I don't. I can't. Not yet.
Processes have been deteriorating, and we are too complacent with the bare minimum we have to really do anything about it. And that includes me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we deserve more as people, and we just don't seek it.
Do you believe that any of the things that are happening currently are going to affect the United States of America in a good way?
No. Like not
no,
look,
none.
A lot of what I'm currently aware of. I'll find some middle ground here. I believe that the government is very wasteful in spending and all of that.
Correct.
I just don't agree in the processes currently to address it. And I think that there's irreparable damage being done, but I think there's irreparable damage that's happening in the past 20, 30 years.
Well,
so
I think
no matter who's in position.
Well, that was going to be my next point, is I do believe that a lot of the things that are going to happen now, because regardless if people like it or not, there's either Donald Trump or JD Vance. Because if something happens to Trump, JD Vance steps in. And some would say Elon Musk would be almost a more likable candidate than JD Vance. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying. But nonetheless.
Tough competition there.
But this is what I will say, is for the next 4 years, this is what we're going to hang on to. And I'm not the type of person that when a different candidate from a different party, regardless if it's Democrat or Republican or whatever, got voted in, I was never like, that's not my president. That's my president. Regardless, if it's not my president, I shouldn't live here, right? I shouldn't be able to wake up at whatever time, go earn whatever money I want to earn, eat whatever food I want to eat. I shouldn't be able to do that. You don't get it. So I will always say, this is my country. That's my president. I'm not going to agree with everything that happens. Just like our family, we don't agree with everything they do. Our kids, we don't agree with everything they say. Our bodies don't agree with everything we put into it. These are just what comes with it, right? I am much more wide-eyed at the power that I guess I didn't realize a presidential candidate had because of traditional democracy. This guy's kind of rewriting a lot of shit. And some of those things I agree with. A lot of those things I have a hard time stomaching. A small amount of things I am completely against. That's me just being honest, right? I think that if somehow this country is able to, I don't even know what the word would be, but like establish an understanding of our ship is fucking sinking, and it has been sinking for decades, and it didn't matter who was driving it, who was steering, whose wife, who got a blowjob in what office. It didn't matter. Our country has been in turmoil for a long time.
There's two different ships.
I agree.
There's ships of people profiting from the mess and the rest of us, and another ship that's sinking.
But what's crazy is one side is always trying to make money. The other side is always trying to make people happy.
Nah.
Right? What do you mean?
I think that I'm not going to even defend the direction I vote in that much. Because I think it's just about as money. It's about as much. It's about money as much.
But our
just
country is what
overtly.
our country is because of the money we make. Like you think about even like the tariffs that are happening. We won't dig too much into it. This is not a political podcast. We respect each other's views and opinions, and we don't hold each other down or up for any of. He educates me on a lot of stuff. I give him my perspective, and sometimes he disagrees, and sometimes he's like, okay, whatever. But what I will say is like even the tariffs, like this whole trade war. Like, can we just say? I just need to say this. Do you know that the United States has been paying tariffs for fucking forever? And all of a sudden we're doing it back? And now it's a trade war? That doesn't make sense. Mexico, their GDP is in the 70 to 80 percentile with imports from them to us, right? Canada, in the 40 to 50 percentile GDP from them to us. What do you mean? If we do it back, it's a problem and we're the aggressor. That's not fair. I'm not saying that it's right. I do think that there should be some sort of medium ground that we're able to meet. And I think that I hope that we're able to get there. But just to call a spade here, dude, there's been tariffs put on the United States ever since, and we've paid them. I'm just saying. So for us to try to get some of that money back or try to make it so we're more, I don't know, pursuant of creating in the United States, which it seems like a lot of stuff is happening now. What does that do to our dollar? I don't know yet. But what I'm saying is these aren't new things for us. It's just new things that we're doing to other people. Okay, I'm going to get off this because I don't want us to get off. We and him won't fight. I know we won't. But like sometimes I get frustrated because I'm like, bro, things have been happening for forever. And we just have a guy that's steering the ship that doesn't abide by the same confidentiality shields that have always been put up. That's one thing about this fool. He'll come on and he'll be like, dude, there's aliens. There's aliens right now. They're among us.
Well, I mean, the confidentiality isn't there for that, but then it's not there. Agree. It's not, there's too much of it related to the other stuff. Like, yeah. But it's, I mean, ultimately, like I'd just rather, not have, certain people, even president aside, in charge of other things. Yeah. You know what I mean? Certainly a president in charge, you know what I mean? He's been president before, whatever. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. But Linda McMahon for Department of Education, and there's a podcaster who's in charge of the FBI. Like these things are real. Okay. Look into the cabinets and stuff. Like there are some idiots in place in certain parts, and this is politics aside. Yeah. You cannot argue they have the experience for these positions. Yeah. And it's just a very stupid timeline we're in the midst of. Yeah, and I think that there's a couple things that I want to say that I've wanted to say on our platform, and I'll say them, and if we have to cut it out, we have to cut it out. I don't believe we will. There are things that I absolutely don't agree with, and I want to make it clear. I don't think that the LGBTQ community should ever be a fucking spotlighted community. I don't believe that the trans community should ever be a spotlighted community. Bro, the trans community makes up 0.05% of the fucking population. Shut the fuck up and let these people do whatever the fuck they want, right? I don't care. I've never cared. I support people living their dream and living their truth, and their truth is what their truth is. It doesn't matter what fucking biological code you were given when you were fucking born. You can believe whatever you want to believe, and that's something that makes you make changes, whether it be hormonally or surgically, do it. And you should be left the fuck alone.
Also, I don't think that any governing body should dictate what a woman does with their body, period. That's my strongest standpoint. I'll never change that. It doesn't matter if I go to church every Sunday, if my son is in church, I don't give a fuck. You do with your body as you choose. That's something I truly believe in. And I think the last thing is like, stop hating one another because your fucking views are opposite. You don't have to hate a person because they don't agree that the New York Jets are the best fucking football team. You don't have to hate a person because they're lactose intolerant. You don't have to hate a person because they like dogs over cats. Learn how to understand that opposing ideas have been the building blocks of our nation and the reason why this melting pot was able to succeed and progress and ascend the way that it has amongst so many other nations. And I think that those things people need to hold on to, especially in times where you feel diverse and you feel completely separated from your neighbor who may have a different color on their voting card. Like, bro, we are still Americans. We still live here. We still need to make sure that we have each other's back. And I think that I've always wanted to say this. I'm glad that I could say it now because I'm not a traditional liberal. I'm not a traditional conservative. I just believe in certain things. And human nature and decency is never going to leave. It doesn't matter how much money I make or who my president is. Like, be decent to one another. I will strongly stand on that. I'm sorry that I went on a monologue, but I just wanted to say it. So there.
All right.
Yeah, I got a little, sorry, but speaking of like, this is gonna be an audible here. We're talking about, we're essentially rating the United States right now. We're giving it a Google review. Me and you have kind of been talking about this idea of
probably a different version, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, well, it's not specific. Yeah, giving a Google review on things that we do in a daily. So I'm gonna ask a very generalized question, and then we're gonna give a Google review. We're gonna say, okay, what do you think your Google review would be, or what would be your average star rating? Okay, we're gonna go with Lisa Marie first because she's over there playing Farmville or whatever. Okay, you're the mayor. Do you think they'd give you a good Google review as the mayor of your town there?
Yeah, I get gifts all the time from other mayors.
Okay. I don't know if that's necessarily reflective of your population.
Yeah.
Politicking.
Or just like the way the game is, you know? Okay, are you ready? If somebody were to Google Lisa Marie's relationship history, what do you think your average star rating would be?
How far back are we going?
As far back as you can. Because it's a cumulative.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't breathe into the mic so loud, Heavy D. I got to edit that out. Go. What do you think?
I don't know. Maybe like 3.5 stars.
That's fair. Okay. What do you think you're assuming there'll be some 1 stars there?
If there was an AI summary of like all the reviews, what would it put in a nutshell about you?
Yeah. What would it put? Sorry.
We really put her on the spot with like the most difficult question.
I have no idea.
Why
don't you give me a Google review?
It's like because we kind of had a similar conversation, so we might as well kind of take the leap and let her sit on.
Okay, so this is what I'll do. Me and you could review each other's relationship, and then we can review Anthony's friendships, and he can review our friendship. That's perfect. I like this. First I'll dig into my relationship reviews.
Sorry, I farted.
Did you fart?
I'm gonna edit that out.
Nope. Hold on. You fucking.
I could have blamed it on the chair, I suppose.
Are you 90? What do you mean you just tooted out of nowhere?
Arby's. He just said Arby's.
Oh, yeah. Did you have the cheddar, whatever?
Yeah.
Beef and cheddars? Dude,
I slammed those down too.
You didn't have to. You didn't have to eat like that fast.
I do that naturally. You shouldn't eat.
Okay, so if I were to think back of the relationships I've been in, I feel like I know the 1 star for sure. I would probably have like an average of 4.7 to 4.8.
Wow, that's wild.
Yeah.
You are wilding.
No. What do you mean?
If you weren't at Drew's exes, can you reach out?
They will. I'll
And
send this to my exes. I'm going to send this clip to my exes.
Please give some clarity to this young man, as he is clearly delusional about his role in previous relationships.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Because I've seen the work of art that he is now. And if this is his best version, God bless whoever was with him before Lisa.
Oh, no.
God bless. Because it's,
What?
God bless.
God, why are you?
And I'm agnostic. So saying God bless, it's powerful,
Why are you?
Almost made me a believer.
Why are you tearing me down right now?
Because you built yourself up too much.
I think a 4.7.
So what would your AI summary be?
What would be
You
know what? My rating would be like a 4.1 or 2 for sure. And the AI summary would say, unconditional lover, but work in progress.
Oh, that's just such a generic. We can do a little better than that.
The AI, what do you mean?
No, the AI does better than that.
Oh.
Like, give a little detail here. Like, what were strengths they'd identify, and then what were some weaknesses?
Loves unconditionally.
So there's the weakness.
Mother issues, tenfold.
7 years ago. Okay, so mom issues. Where's the strengths at?
Ferociousness of goal getting.
What?
Yeah.
Ferociousness of goal getting?
I'm ferocious in my.
This isn't a resume for LinkedIn. The fuck? How does that have to do with relationships?
What I mean is, like, if I set a goal to be a better version of me, or to acquire more money, or to get a better job, like, I'm ferocious in that. I'm very blinders on. Like, I don't see anything but the goal.
Okay, so when are we getting to the strengths?
That's a weakness too,
bro. I don't see anything but me getting the money.
It's true. It's
not the relationship that I'm in. It has nothing to do with it.
I don't know. This is
not LinkedIn,
strengths?
bro.
Okay, strengths. If you're not crying, I'm a great listener. I can cook pretty good. When I'm in the mode, I can clean better than anybody you've ever met. Pretty handy. Fixed a garage one day. Built a table. Built a birdhouse once. Caring, hopeless romantic in the sense of I like to present gifts on special days and occasions, and sometimes for no reason.
Okay.
And a good protector.
Okay.
I would die for my partner. Yeah.
All right.
How'd that go?
Yeah, there you go.
That's uncomfortable.
You all right? Yeah. Taking the deep breath at the end there.
What do you think? Am I pretty spot on with all those things? You've dated me. I don't want to do a call of the week to my exes because some of them have me blocked. Just one. Only one has me blocked. Yeah. What do you think?
We'll go with yeah. Spot on. I'm serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Heavy on the protector part.
What does that mean?
That I feel real safe with you.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, cool. Cool. What would you give yourself? What rating would you give yourself?
Give myself a firm 3.6.
Ooh, a firm, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Pretty solid.
That's, yeah.
And I guess the AI summary would be, I think moody comes to mind first.
Yes.
I'm less moody than I've been before, but still somewhat moody at times.
Okay.
I think I'm understanding in the sense of
empathetic, or
like I can take the time. I'll take the time to understand who you are and really care and put that puzzle piece together.
Okay.
I think maybe not as expressive in a loving fashion at times,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see your face there.
Mm-hmm.
Still reflective in friendships at times. It's I'm a difficult read, and I think, but I'm loyal. Definitely loyal.
That's a good one.
What's that face for, though?
I'm just, yeah.
No. What's that face for?
What do you mean? I'm just saying, yeah. It's pretty loyal. Yeah, you're a pretty loyal guy.
Okay. I'm not believing this sincerity at all.
No.
That
You're
face
loyal.
was not reflective of anything.
It's just what I mean is like,
Here we go. Here it is.
you have to be in a relationship to be loyal.
But when I am in them, I am loyal.
That's what I was saying, and I've only seen you in one relationship. No, I've never seen you.
Well, the question about how to define the other stuff has been. a little
Voldemort
bit-
was not a relationship. She was not.
Yeah, that's fair.
He'll be fine.
But okay, nonetheless, I haven't been a good cook previously. I have that to my favor now. I'd say the past couple people would would put that on my jacket. You know, I'd have that there. I think I'm fun.
Yeah.
Fun guy.
Yeah.
And I can struggle with communicating at times.
Fair.
But I've gotten better. I don't know why I'm like trying to soften this up, like I'm promoting myself. I'm really not.
No,
I'm not in a position for any
we're
of
not
that.
speed dating, bro.
Yeah, you know. At least it's not LinkedIn, but
Yeah.
you know. I'm a real go-getter, you know. I can.
Yeah.
I'm a real team player,
Okay.
right? Type 50 words per minute. That's what you
You
sounded
can
like.
type 50 words per minute.
No, I think you could do like
I
80.
think Lisa does like 80 or 90.
Yeah.
How many words per minute do you think you type?
I've never done a test to
But
tell
if
me.
you were to have to guess,
I would like you
like
to do the
100 and
test.
some.
I don't know.
Dude,
Does she bird peck or
no,
is
she's crazy
she
like
anchored?
that. Yeah.
All right, I'd like to race.
She's crazy. She's like, I'm like, what the heck?
Anywho,
Sometimes I have to like leave the room when she's typing. It's annoying.
Gotcha.
All right. So 3.6. I'm
Yeah.
at 4.1, 4.2. We could have a call into the week. We call one of our exes. You could
Yeah,
call
I
your
don't know if
ex-wife,
anyone will. Well,
and I could
man, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. And then I could call someone. I don't know. I don't have like, I don't know about you, but I'm not really like friends with my exes. I think I could be, but I'm just not, you know? Are
Yeah.
you friends with yours? Other than
No, besides
her.
son's mom, no.
Yeah.
But I think it's different though because like me and you have been together since we were in our early 20s.
Producer Lisa was 21 when I swooped her up off the streets.
20. I was 20.
Off
you were
the
21.
streets is nasty work.
No,
What do you mean? I was such a dreamer back then when me and Lisa first got together. I just wanted to be a rapper. I wanted to get away from like the violence and stuff that I was in before I just wanted to be, and it
The
was
top 3 rapper job as a call center person.
call center, DoorDash,
I'm old.
server.
DoorDash wasn't around when
Yeah, I guess
was
so.
rapping.
Call center, server, Walmart cart guy.
Wait.
What?
Who else have you known? Who do you know who's been Walmart cart?
A bunch of people.
I was a Walmart cart
When
guy.
I worked at
and they
Walmart.
rapped.
When I worked at Walmart.
Yeah?
All me and my rapper friends were cart boys too. What were you saying?
you weren't a cart boy when we were together.
No, it was when I was in Oklahoma. I lived in Oklahoma for like 3 years, I think. Right?
I don't remember.
Tulsa, baby. One day we'll tell that story. So 3.6, I'm a 4.1, 4.2. You're a what? 3.5?
I say 3.5, but I was young, so it's like hard. If I were to have a dating history prior, like in my older years, I think it'd be different.
So 3.5, 3.6, 4.1. I think it's hard to rate your dating skills. It's tough. I think that as a friend, I would give you a Google rating. And as a friend, I'd give you a Google rating. Lisa Marie's friend Google rating would be 4.5.
Okay.
4.5 for Lisa Marie's friend Google rating. I think she'd be great. She's a great friend.
Couple traits?
Oh yeah, shows up, holds down, loyal as a dog, incredible listener, great at empathizing, never sympathizes because she feels like that's like, no one needs sympathy. Yeah, I don't know. There's just a lot. Lisa makes up a lot for being a good friend. I would give you, it's hard.
What else?
4.7.
I think
I'll
it's
give
pretty
you a
high.
4.7.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're really good at communicating, good and bad. You're also incredibly thoughtful. You don't say much, so when you say a lot, it means more than you think. Supportive, even when the support doesn't. You support for the best of your friend, not for your friend's comfort. I like that. And I don't know. There's like Lisa. There's so many things. It's hard.
Give me the 0.3.
Social battery. Horrific introvert from times. Incredibly moody.
Incredibly is wild.
Terribly indecisive.
Terribly indecisive. Terribly.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
And then offensive at any fucking site of feedback. Point A. Exhibit
1.8. Just kidding.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
No, I'm playing. I'll give you a 4.5.
Okay. Incredibly low. Why is that?
Incredibly low. All right.
Give me the
There's that
0.5
incredibly
first.
word again.
We need to go to 0.5 first.
0.5. I think. I think your people pleasing irks me sometimes. I sense it sometimes, and I'm like, I don't want to please you right now. Don't want to do it. That's it. I would say.
That's it?
That's it. Yeah.
It's a whole point. That's a half a point?
It's a half a point.
What?
It's that much.
Okay. Cool.
Today I was a little
That's fine.
it was a little much today.
Asked you to eat. Asked if you wanted something to drink. Asked if you wanted a muffin.
Yeah, see, it's a lot. That was in the course of 30 minutes.
It was not. but I could understand that.
After I had said my social battery was low. Doesn't respect my social battery, 4.4.
Doesn't even make sense. You know what the fuck a social battery is?
On the other hand,
Yeah.
loyal, supportive, encouraging.
Protector.
No, I don't feel safe with you.
Yeah, shut the fuck.
You put me in danger. Walking around with lots of money on you.
That was once. No, it wasn't, but we've only done that a couple of times.
But yeah, I mean, strong rating.
All right, so I want to talk about last night. There was something me and Anthony did. So there was a story that happened back on Thanksgiving. And was it Thanksgiving? Yeah, it was. And we went to a Walgreens Thanksgiving night, and we went to buy some alcohol so we can hang out with my brother and have a couple adult beverages. He didn't have his ID on him.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And I held it against him for about 20 minutes. So last night, we are at our local Petro stop, get some seltzers, a couple new drinks that we'll talk about in a minute. And I was going to get me a can of Zin. Hadn't done Zin in a while, and I wanted to, get that bite for some reason yesterday. I didn't have my ID.
Asterisk.
I didn't have my ID in my wallet, and where I thought it was not. It was actually in my truck, which was like 50 feet away. So I could have just ran out, got it, came back. But anyways, we got these new drinks. But before I say that, I want to say, I'm sorry I gave you the crap I gave you about you not having your ID, because I completely thought I had my ID. We tried some new drinks last night. And I want to talk about these, and then we're going to close this out. They're called Beatbox. You had...
Green apple.
And I had a fruit punch, and we put them on the rocks. At what point did you realize we'd gone too far? Like, at what point did you realize...
1/8 of the beatbox. Because it was already on top of 2 topos, and I'm not built for this life anymore.
Yeah.
And
Lisa,
I just felt the world kind of shift and become pastel, and just, and found myself a little bit more expressive.
I had a text message from Lisa Marie that said, he's already starting to slur. And I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
And then you rapped in the kitchen. You rapped in the kitchen.
I really need to redeem that part, because
it came out great. He was even saying,
I don't know if he really, I don't know. He's a nice guy. I don't know. I really respect
he doesn't
how
have homie ears, though. He would tell you. He would tell
okay.
you. Like he
doesn't know me that well,
I'm telling you, he doesn't have homie ears.
Okay.
Homie ears are you're with me or somebody he likes. And
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have homie ears.
Right.
I will say you did a great job. You did a good job. Sounded good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really do want to be able to at least try for putting a verse out. Just recording something, you know?
Let's do it.
But
I'm
anyhow.
in. I want to try to give you a spotlight again. This is a very important spotlight. And I need you to be ready. I need you to fix your face and sit up straight. Be presentable to our largely diverse fan base right now. And I need you to tell the people, Anthony, I need you to tell them Tell them what we are. Tell them where to find us and tell them how to do it. It's on you, baby. One shot. Are you gonna drop it? Or are you gonna send it home? Send it home, Anthony. Send it home, dude.
You can find my songs at Varsity Jukebox Junkies on SoundCloud. Also Ideal on SoundCloud.
Oh my God.
You can find my old podcast at The Ideal Mentality on Spotify. You can.
That's the wrong.
What's going on
Plug
here?
the podcast.
Oh,
not you.
you're talking about. Okay.
Like our socials. Where can they find us?
5256.
No, stop.
What's your social?
1. Because I am him. Sorry.
Mine's
Lisa
11.
says that's blasphemy.
Because I'm one of one.
I'm
one of them
ones. It'd
ones.
be 101.
What?
101. 101.
You can find us at Instagram,
Yeah.
Facebook,
Yeah.
Spotify.
Yeah. No.
Go ahead.
TikTok.
There we go.
YouTube, where you got to hit the dinger and then you got to like and subscribe and leave us comments. It's at Fully Lacking on all of those. What else you got?
That's about it.
That's it. And we love you guys. This was episode 41. Fully Lacking, baby. Peace.